If you're watching this video, I am assuming that you are at rock bottom. And I'm here to tell you that the rock bottom is the best place to be at because you have absolutely nothing to lose. If you clicked on this video, I'm probably assuming that you have a dream in your heart that you want to achieve, but it feels impossible to achieve, or you feel like God has forgotten about you, or you feel like it's just become impossible for you to achieve anything. Maybe you're in debt, maybe you have issues about paying next month's rent, and you have just no money, no nothing, no motivation, no will left to. I hope that's not the case, but rock bottom is like that. Rock bottom can be like that. And I'm here to tell you that when you're at rock bottom, you finally can sit down with yourself and realize that you have absolutely nothing left to lose. The reputation that you think that you have, the people that you think are gonna judge you, you have no reputation to protect or anything. It's all in your mind. The people that you're performing, the people that you're trying to impress, they're all people in your mind, and no one's actually sat down and watching and judging your life, whether it's making cringe stuff or posting on social media or creating art and having a small business, whatever it is, whatever the case is. I'm just here to remind you that the universe never ever does anything to break us down. The universe never puts us in a position where we have no way out of that situation. It only puts us into situations where we have a lesson to learn, where we have something to gain from that. For example, if you keep avoiding, like let's say you want to be an influencer or just a presence, like you want to have a presence on social media, right? If you keep on playing with a mask, or if you keep on trying to be trying to make the perfect video, or if you keep on just not posting because it's not getting enough views, God will literally put you in a situation in your life where you're gonna have to face yourself and be like, I have nothing to do. I don't want to work a 9 to 5 job. I just don't want to waste my time doing something that I don't like. And it will literally push you into choosing what's completely out of your comfort zone. And that's the way you're going to be achieving your dreams. So, congrats, you have achieved the rock bottom where you have nothing left to lose. So, I'm here to tell you the first thing that you have to do when you're at rock bottom is literally sit with yourself in the mirror. Look yourself in the mirror. You're probably going to start crying at some point, but you have to face yourself. What it is that I'm avoiding? What is it that I'm hiding from myself? What it is that I'm playing and performing? It could be your reputation. It could be maybe some people in your life. Anything that comes to mind, right? Face whatever it is that makes you insecure, that makes you feel unworthy, right? Sit with it. Quite literally look at the mirror and be like, I don't like this about myself. I keep lying to myself about this, or I keep lying to people about this, and sit with it. Okay? It's gonna be extremely uncomfortable, but like, how bad can it get, right? Once you sit with it, once you genuinely sit with that feeling, you're gonna realize that feeling comes, and you're probably gonna start crying and crashing out, whatever, and then it will go. Trust me, once, like, the hardest part is just facing it, not even trying to change it, not even trying to heal it, nothing, just facing and sitting with it. Because then you will have gotten used to that emotion of having that feeling about yourself, whether it's something about yourself that you're ashamed of, something, I don't know, could be literally anything, right? Once we sit with that feeling, even if you don't realize it, you've now accepted it about yourself because you are brave enough to face it. Then what we do is we sit down and we take a pen and paper and we write the things down. For example, if I keep living on like this, how would my life look like, right? If I keep, like, let's say whatever it is that you're doing in your life that you're not satisfied with, you write them down, right? I don't like the fact that I entertain myself to avoid certain emotions. I don't like that I know that I'm not satisfied with my body, but I'm not doing anything about it. Or anything, right? Literally anything about yourself that you're not satisfied with your life, right? You write them down, and then you write a scenario. What would happen? How would my life look like if I kept on living like this, right? Which is how you're living right now. And then you take some things from your daily routine and write them differently. This is just about your daily routine. If I meditated for 10 minutes, if I practice spirituality in every day for 10 minutes, if I ate better, for example, if I cooked more at home, if I ate more healthier stuff, how would I feel? Or like if I took some time from my day to get ready to feel confident throughout the day, or if I was a more social person and less self-conscious person, how would I feel throughout the day? Yeah, you're just gonna write some little changes. Or for example, also the creation part, like if I just took 1 hour of my day to make videos, not even 1 hour, like just like 20 minutes of my day to post a couple videos on my socials, like if you want to be someone on a social media, you're just gonna write that down, right? Well, like that's just little small changes in your daily life. And then what could happen? What could happen? Maybe in 3 months, if you do that stuff constantly, maybe you would achieve your dream body. Maybe you would become a more social person with better social skills. And maybe you would have followers on your social media and even a couple viral videos. Maybe your first ever brand deal, right? So that's what you're going to do. You're going to write those two scenarios and then you're going to read them both very well, very well. You're going to be like, which one do I want? Which one do I want? One is a life that's in my comfort zone, and one is a life outside of my comfort zone. Now, this is a hard part because obviously you're going to want to choose the one that's out of your comfort zone, but that is out of your comfort zone and you're not used to it and it's out of your control. Therefore, it's scary, right? But then you're at rock bottom and you know what it's like to live like this and you don't want to live like this, so you have nothing to lose. So here, when you're making this decision, I want to tell you some things that I usually tell myself. First thing is, I've already said this, but you have nothing to lose. Like, I don't think you guys realize, or we forget, that's completely normal, but we're quite literally souls experiencing human life. We're gonna be dead in 100 years. There's probably like infinite amount of universes around the world. There's like so much that our human brain can't comprehend, and it's crazy. Life is literally crazy. If you look at the big picture, nothing's real. Absolutely nothing is real. We're living in a 3D reality. Time is a 4D concept and we can't even comprehend that. And we can literally work with energies and we can like communicate with our spirit guides. And it's like life is crazy. You don't have to be so worried about being out of your comfort zone. For myself, when I usually think about these bigger stuff and I'm like, I'm literally worried about like making a fool of myself or talking about this stuff online. But then I'm like, it doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter. Literally. Like, even if 100 people sit there and watch this video and like, oh my god, that's so cringe, nothing's changed. I have nothing lost. I'm still alive and like nothing's changed. Quite literally. They're just some thoughts in a miserable people's mind. I'm still me and I'm still surviving, and maybe if I keep on going like this, I'm gonna be very much successful one day, right? So I want you to genuinely realize that you have nothing to lose. Absolutely nothing to lose. Like, the people that could potentially judge you is going to take like 5 seconds of their day and then they're just going to scroll and they're going to keep worrying about the problems that they have in their life, and you're not that important for no one to just sit down and be like, oh my god, that was the cringest shit I've ever watched in my life. So go free yourself from judgment and literally be whatever you want and do whatever you want online. The second thing I want to say, which is actually quite similar to you have nothing to lose, is that you have everything to gain. You have everything to gain. You will meet yourself when you pursue your dreams. You're going to meet yourself in ways that you've never met before. You're going to meet people. You're going to meet opportunities. You're going to like do things you've never done before. You're gonna quite literally open up new versions of yourself, unlock new versions of yourself when you just do things that are new and out of your comfort zones, and you're gonna just do something for the sake of achieving your dreams, for the sake of what feels right to you. The best possible case like scenario is that you have achieved your dreams. You live now in abundance. You're now a way more mature person. You've now, like, whatever it is that you're doing, you're helping a lot of people, and that's a possible case. What's the worst case? Doing nothing. We're currently experiencing the worst case, so you have only stuff to gain from this point on. Now, before I end this video, I want to say that I know what it's like to be on rock bottom, and I want to assure you that you're going to be fine. Everything's going to be just fine. If you genuinely feel lonely, if you genuinely feel like you have nobody else to talk, my comment sections are always open. You can talk my comments, but at the same time, your spirit guides are here. Your spirit guides did not put you on this earth and then just go away. You are put on this earth for a reason. I don't know if you're spiritual or not. I am a very spiritual person. And I genuinely believe that every single human on this earth has a mission to fulfill something with their soul. And you are not put on this earth and just left alone. You're being guided. If you genuinely feel lost and if you genuinely need guidance, like literally meditate for 10 minutes. It's hard, if obviously try not to think, but just don't think for a while and be open for messages, be open for anything. Like the spirit guides like to communicate through anything and everything. Could be numbers, could be just random things that you hear and just whatever, right? But if you just meditate and if you genuinely open your heart space for some love, a feeling, anything, just open yourself for communication. I'm pretty sure your spirit guides will reach out to you, and I'm wishing you so much luck on this journey of achieving your dreams, and I'm here, right here with you. And yeah, take care of yourself, guys. I love you, and I'll see you in the next video.